Welcome back to Cambodia, part 2. We've been in Siem Reap a couple of days now, and I'm treating this visa run as a relaxing city break. Not rushing around, ticking boxes, just pausing for a hot second and getting out and about with no agenda. It's nice to see how a city feels when you're not occupied, rushing from place to place. And it's worked out great because the Western food choices here are much better than Da Nang. So I'm piling on as many desserts, bagels and burgers as possible. But first, I thought I'd start by giving you a tour of where we're staying for the week. Remember folks, we are here during rainy season, off season, whatever you want to call it. So the windows of sun are limited and the sun's just come out. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you around this resort called Karma. I love how they've embedded it into the Cambodian landscape. It's very Cambodian, yet modern at the same time to cater to all the Western tourists. It's actually beautiful. They've kept a lot of the original landlord's structure, and this used to be his actual home that now has multiple rooms inside. I mean, look at that door. Isn't that gorgeous? It's super dark in here, so the camera might not do it justice. It's very, very wooden. Even the floor lamp is made out of wood. So many intricate designs, so much detail. What's really handy is if you're on a working holiday like us, you've even got access to a library. This is the reception we arrived to. And this is why we actually loved it, even though we arrived at night and we couldn't see much. It was just so Cambodian, so traditional, lovely entrance. There's 2 pools either side, and this lovely lady's going to show me a room so that you don't have to look at all the mess that's in our room. And as we're passing it already, here is the saltwater pool. All around the saltwater pool are rooms. And I think this is a similar room to what I'm in. And all the decor inside these rooms is kept quite traditional, quite Cambodian as well. One significant design is that these rooms all have a bathtub in it. The size of the room in general is just huge. There's so much space to move about, plonk your golf bags if you need to, suitcases, etc. Dressing table, a closet to tuck your stuff away. It's a very nice layout, it's a very nice design. So the room we just saw is surrounding that saltwater pool. And then they've got this lovely hexagon wooden structure in the middle of the resort with 2 floors. Whoa, look at the size of this room, folks. It's like an apartment, isn't it? And let's check out this bathroom. Right, so this is the exact same shower that we've got. That is literally an ensuite bathroom in England. Right, enough of the rooms. Let me show you the pools and then we'll call it a day. Here we go. Here's a little bird's eye view of the resort. This is the chlorine pool. So that's why there's 2 pools. One's chlorine, one's salt water. There's also an incredible feature that I've not seen at a small boutique resort before. Right next to each other, you've got a hot tub at 41 degrees, and then you've got an ice plunge at 15 degrees. So you can dip in and out as you please. And I just think that it's a really nice feature that I've not even seen at big hotels, let alone small boutique ones. So my final thoughts on my first impressions in Cambodia, even though the roads are better, the curbs are better, the pavements are more significant, there's no motorbikes on the pavements, you can actually walk like it's for pedestrians. When you actually take a look at the shops that are on the road and like the cars, you realise that Siem Reap's actually got a long way to go to catch up to its like big neighbouring cities like Da Nang, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Bangkok, etc. My first observations were that the roads were even better, like this place is going to be even more advanced than Da Nang. But reality sunk in and I realised that the cars were actually quite old, and when there's like a nice, modern or just renovated shop, it sticks out like a sore thumb because the rest of the street isn't. It's a really small area. Personally, I love the tuk-tuks, I love the rickshaws, I love the fact that they're on the road. It gives Siem Reap so much character. The people are some of the friendliest I've ever met. I'm sure you're going to hear that a lot on this channel because I think Southeast Asia in general is very hospitable, but they are honestly super friendly, super curious. Just as I mentioned that I love tuk-tuks, a tuk-tuk arrived So we're just gonna nip into town. I say town, just the main street, where we're gonna grab a quick coffee and then carry on with the rest of the day. If you watched my video where I went on a visa run to Kuala Lumpur, you'll remember that I absolutely love the food in KL, and Da Nang has nothing on KL. And so I've got to admit, we have been a little bit indulgent in the food outlets and restaurants in Siem Reap. Desserts, the Vietnamese cannot do. I am so sorry for the Vietnamese that are watching. Please be objective in your opinion. Even like apple crumble. My dad came, couldn't find a single apple crumble in the whole of Da Nang. So there's one of my biggest pros of Siem Reap. Overall, guys, it's just a really small city. And of course, the main thing here to see is Angkor Wat. So a lot of tourists come here just to see Angkor Wat. If you are one of my tribe, you'll know that I also would recommend the national park. The national park's got waterfalls, hiking routes. I think my coffee's here, so cut to me doing whatever we're doing next. Sorry, I forgot to mention one of the most important parts that you're all probably waiting for. Prices. So my oat milk latte is $3. My breakfast is about $4 and it's full on like hash brown, poached eggs, whatever. Lunch is around $4 or $5. Dinner is around $6 or $7. I expected a similar sort of price for the Western restaurants. It's the local prices that might throw us off. Unfortunately, even the local prices aren't written in real, it's in dollars. Overall, I think Siem Reap is on par with Da Nang. The prices are pretty similar, and I'll catch you wherever we go to next. Hello folks, it's evening time now and we've found ourselves in some sort of square full of locals. This must be where the locals hang out. Everyone's keeping fit, similar to Vietnam. It must be a Southeast Asia thing. Dancing, badminton, this really weird game where you hit like a shuttlecock looking thing but with your feet only. Loads of dancers. I've never seen this amount of dancers out in Da Nang, to be fair. And there's all sorts of ages. It ranges from tiny little babies that are out all the way to like 70, 80, 90-year-olds cycling, walking, running, dancing. This is amazing. And just another few observations. It seems that there's very little high rises in the whole of Siem Reap. That might mean lack of investment, or that might be a rule from the local government, I'm not sure. But it does give it a nice vibe, like a nice feel. You're not just constantly being towered over by really tall buildings. Anyway, I'd much rather end the night here than down Pub Street. I'm sure we might take a gander there. If I do, you'll know, because they'll be overlaying this footage with footage of Pub Street. If you made it this far into the vlog, thank you so much for watching. If you do make it to Cambodia, let me know in the comments and let me know if I missed anything out. Wherever you are in the world, be wild, be safe. I'll see you in the next one.
Get in, boo. Get in, boo. Get in, boo.